From KTVN, this is 2 News Nevada, Morning Edition.
Investigators say they now know the cause of the Barron fire in East Reno. We have the latest containment numbers straight ahead. Plus, first responders are asking Northern Nevadans to exercise caution this 4th of July weekend. We have some safety tips coming right up.
59 degrees walking out the door on the way to the coolest day of the week on the 4th of July. Excited for that. More details right around the corner.
Good morning. Happy birthday, America, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Kyle Louder. Well, what is the weather going to be like today? Let's check in with meteorologist Barrett Vincent now for an update on the forecast.
Is in store today, so looking forward to that. And 4th of July on a Friday? I'll take that.
I know we luck out.
Yeah, it's going to be probably the nicest day of the week for temperature as well. A bit windy out there this afternoon, but overall a pretty nice day in store. 59 degrees walking out the door, on the way to upper 70s and lower 80s out there today, and a bit of calm weather out there starting out the morning for most of the state. A few showers continue to press into I-80 east of Elko. Some of these producing some heavier pockets of precipitation with some lightning strikes as well. So a bit of a thundery start for Elko County, but clear conditions throughout the day today as we see a few clouds to the Great Basin with some small isolated systems in White Pine and Elko counties this afternoon, with a few stray showers in northern Washoe County. We'll cool off for the 4th of July today. Winds continue this afternoon, leaving red flag warnings for part of the state, so be fire aware today. Upper 70s, lower 80s out there for 83 degrees this afternoon for Reno. Tonight, 50 degrees for the overnight low, and then for that firework forecast, hour by hour around 9 o'clock, 60s take over, so maybe a light jacket to go with those firework festivities. I'd recommend going to a professional show and leave the fireworks to the professionals, as we'll still see fire weather continue today. Upper 80s take over tomorrow with a warming trend into the weekend, with 90s returning on Sunday. Red flag warnings take over the southeast of the state. This is going to be from dry air, increased winds and warm temperatures out there today, but we'll see cooler conditions here closer to home as that low tracks east carrying cooler air today. Winds increase ahead of that front, but southwesterly flow takes over tomorrow into the weekend for warmer conditions out there for this weekend. Upper 80s tomorrow before 90s on Sunday, but 70s throughout most of those neighborhood temperatures, so enjoy that today.
All right, Barrett, thank you. Moving to fire watch now, investigators with the Reno Fire Department say the 290-acre Barron fire near Rattlesnake Mountain was human-caused.
Somebody was operating machinery, threw off some sparks, and that started the fire. So we did identify the cause, and it is human-caused.
Officials also said there were no injuries or damage to property. The Barron fire is sitting at 90% containment as crews continue to mop up hotspots and work toward gaining full containment. And a brush fire temporarily closed a portion of I-80 west near Derby Dam between Fernley and Reno. The fire started around 9 a.m. yesterday morning along the roadway, and it grew to less than 1/4 of an acre in size. It did cause a lane closure, but all lanes have since reopened. There's no word yet on how this fire started. And first responders are asking Northern Nevadans to exercise caution this 4th of July holiday weekend. Officials say things can quickly become dangerous if people are not following fire safety protocols during their investigations.
Endangers another person or creates a fire, there is penalties that can happen depending on how big the issue is. So obviously they could go all the way up to homicide if they intentionally started a fire that caused the death of another person, or to property damage.
Well, Chief Nance also wants to remind residents and visitors that buying and lighting fireworks is illegal in Washoe County, including BLM land and national parks and the Tahoe Basin. And she tells us that each year fireworks cause fires, injuries, and property damage. The police department is urging everyone to celebrate safely to help mitigate and avoid severe fires. And the Reno Fire Department is announcing that every fire station is now equipped with microchip scanners to help reunite lost pets with their families.
If you come across a lost pet, maybe one that's being negatively impacted by fireworks, You can bring that pet to, dog or cat, to any Reno fire station. We have a little scanner. We can scan that chip and reunite that pet with its owner.
And the fire department says it was made possible by a partnership with the Nevada Humane Society. They are just reminding pet owners to make sure all microchip info is up to date. So if your pet does escape or run away, they can quickly help get your pet back home to you. And with the 4th of July here, there is always an influx of passengers through the airport. They are expecting about 16,000 people to pass through the holiday weekend. That's about 6,000 more than a typical weekend. There's been a lot of construction around the airport, but officials do say there aren't any projects that should impact passengers. We did speak to one passenger about their experience getting through the airport.
It was busy driving here to the airport. We got through the lines pretty quick, and so now we just got to make that flight.
Well, don't forget that real IDs are in effect. So if you don't have one of those, you can bring your passport. And as usual, you're going to want to arrive early. Shifting gears now, moving to Crime Beat. The identity of the man who was killed in a shooting in Sparks last Friday has been released. Police say the victim was 19-year-old Felipe Acuna, who lived in Reno. And the suspect in this shooting is still missing. Police say it happened at a car meet off of Green Bay Drive. And again, this case is still under investigation as they work to figure out who the shooter was. So if you have any information that could help, please contact Sparks Police at 775-3